Well, hey everyone, and welcome to another episode with your girl, Audrey Codner from ACG Math Tutoring. Hoping you're having a lovely Monday. Can't believe that we're a couple days away from April. Where has the time gone? So, I'm actually going to take a small twist. I was listening and also reading some of your comments, but if you are a person that is struggling with algebra, trying to get your GED, maybe your ASVAB, your ACCUPLACER, or maybe you're a homeschool parent or a homeschool student that just need a little bit of help and assistance, or maybe even the teacher that's just looking for some free or, reduced resources. Well, then this is the live for you. Thank you so much for coming on in, everyone. So I know I have been on hiatus, been doing a lot of tutoring. But I'm going to do our lives today a little bit different because it's almost like a little introduction to a new book that I have created with you guys in mind and also my tutoring service. I want to know what's wrong with the problem. So like we all know, if you know how to do it one way and you can do it in the reversal, that means you probably have that concept pretty well down. So we're looking at order of operation for number one, and we have 8 plus 12 is divided by 3 times 2. And this person got an answer of 10, and we want to know what's wrong. So in the chat, you can either use, emojis, or you can write it all out, whatever you feel like. But if you can identify what went wrong, go ahead and put that down into the chat. All right, thank you so much for everyone joining in. Okay, we have Caber. Is that it? Divide the 12 first. Maddie Boy is saying divide before multiplying. Okay, we got, hi Angela, how are you? You have like 20 over 6. Thank you, Cece, appreciate you. Did the multiplication before division. Okay, it needs to be 16. All right, I see. We have Endron. How are you? How's life going with you? I totally remember those cartoons. Love them. Should divide before multiplying. 12 divided by 3, then multiply 2 after. So Smiley is saying nothing is wrong. Okay, nothing is wrong with no. All right, so we got division first. Nothing's wrong with it. ACC, no. Okay, it's right. All right, so remember PEMDAS. All right, cool. I'm about to start a coup. What happened at your live, Miss Audrey? Well, I just put one problem up. I just asked people what was wrong with it, and then all hell just broke loose. All right, so if we take a look, remembering our PEMDAS, we have our P's, excuse, and my dear, and salé. Okay, and the part that everyone keeps forgetting, from left to right. Okay, so first thing, from left to right, a lot of people were multiplying the 3 and the 2. I know it says multiplication then division, but that's not what this is saying. You're doing multiplication or division, but whatever comes first to the left to the right. So in that case, we have our 12 divided by 3. So let me put this down here just to give us some room. So we had our 8 plus 12 divided by 3 times 2. We need to do our division first. So that gives us 8 plus 12 divided by 3 gives us 4. Then we're bringing down the times 2. Now we got the multiplication. So with the multiplication, we have 4 times 2. That also gives me 8. And 8 plus 8 gives me 16. So the correct answer is actually supposed to be 16. So a lot of the problems that I'm going to be doing today, rather quickly, really stems with those things that everyone keeps mixing up. So as long as you kind of see, okay, parentheses, who said parentheses? Oh, Smiley. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Inside the parentheses, the only thing we had was a 2. So there wasn't anything inside the parenthesis for us to combine. So that's why the P was already done. We don't have any exponents, so the E is done. So now from left to right, we're looking at multiplication or division. So what we hit first was this division right here. So that's where this 4 came from, and we brought down the multiplying of the 2. So now, compared to addition and multiplication, we have to do the multiplication next. So then we had our 8 plus 8, and that's how we got our 16. Okay? So I know these are the things that a lot of people, I was just listening. I was listening one day and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something that's a little different than most other people. I'm going to create a book. So this is going to be a little bit stem of my book here. All right, so let's try this one with the distributive property. What's wrong? So we have negative 2 times 3x minus 5 equals negative 6x minus 10. So if you find what's wrong with it, go ahead and put it in the chat. Okay? All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for the follows. Appreciate it. Matt Rat, love it. You're saying negative 6x plus 10. Okay, it should be a plus 10. All right, infinite solutions, negative 6 plus 10. Paulie, thank you. Thank you, Paulie. Okay, there's no solution. All right. Okay, we got some comments. What are you guys saying? So we have C. Marie saying negative 6x plus 10. Okay, infinitely many solutions. Okay. So, wait, never mind. I'm blind. No problem. Do not, hey, I'm not judging. With me, my glasses are getting thicker and thicker every year. It's sad. So sad. All right. So Knob, we're saying negative 2x minus 5 equals 10. No, minus and negative, but that's the same thing as plus. There you go, Maddie. Love that. The sign, thank you, Diamond. Chosen one saying x equals 1. Okay. So we got this with the negatives. All right. So I know for a fact, because a lot of people generally get this wrong. So we're not really solving right now. The Q was the distributive property. So we're saying that negative 2 times 3x minus 5. And we want to know what we got from that. So we're not solving. We're worrying about the distributive property. So when you do your distributive property, all you're basically doing is multiplying that outside number, which is a negative 2, to everything inside the parenthesis. Now, this is the part, and it happens everywhere I go. If I said, what's a negative times a negative, right away, you guys will give me a positive. Sometimes you're like, I don't even know why, but I just got it engraved in your head because we as teachers, we plugged it in your brain. You have been brainwashed. No, I'm just kidding. But that's what's happening. So you have a negative times a positive. When the signs are opposites, you keep it as a negative. So you're correct with our negative 6, and we bring down the x with it. So we have a negative 2 times a negative 5. I know a lot of people say, well, it's minus a negative 5. No. This is not a positive 5. When we start doing distributive property, we have to think of these operations as like integers. I think it makes it so much easier. So if you think of this whole minus 5 as a negative 5, that will make the pressure of figuring out, are they the same sign or are they different? So we have 2 of the same signs. Both of them are negative, the 2 and the 5. So a negative times a negative gives us a positive, and then 2 times 5 gives us 10. Okay, so we had to work on knowing that signage. Okay. All right, so we're not solving, we were just saying this was giving me this. All right. Okay. Let's try another one. How am I teaching with you? Because Izzy, I stalk you. Like, how did you know we were learning this the other day? Oh my goodness. I don't know. It just happened. But these are the things that people keep popping up. Now, here is another one, combining like terms. So I have 4x plus 7 minus 2x plus 3, and it gives me 2x plus 7. What's wrong? Okay, we got 2x plus 10 with Maddie. Same thing with David. User 14, and a whole bunch of numbers is saying 10. 10 can not be equal to 7. Okay, Shan. Is that Shanta? I think it's Gallery. I think with the 2x plus 10. C, we got that. 2x plus 10, 2x plus 10. Tyrone, I see you. Psycho, I see you. Psycho, I see you. Lola, I see you. Craig, that's what it is. See you, Craig. Thank you. Because I was like, what's going on here? Okay, Mystic, thank you for the follow. All right, Deasia, I see you with the 2x plus 10. Is that Celise? It's saying 6x. I see you with David. Good. Hey, Miss Black Sense, how are you? You're saying with the 10. Daddy. Just put in ChatGPT. Well, Daddy, it's kind of hard for you to put in ChatGPT if you're going to be taking this as an assessment. It's crazy. All right, so let's take a scandalous look. So we have 4x plus 7 minus 2x plus 3. So, things first. We want to get all our x's and their signage together. So we have 4x minus 2x, so that will give us 2x, not 2x squared. We're not multiplying. When you are doing addition and subtraction, all you're basically doing is playing a matching game. You're trying to get your x's together and then your constants. Now, this is the one thing. What was left over, is our positive 7 and our positive 3. So looking at the answer, it seems like, hey, they forgot about the 3. So I know once I'm done with my x's, I like to kind of cancel things out so I can see a little bit better what's left over. And the 7 plus 3, that gives me the whopping 10. So yes, for those that said it's supposed to be 2x plus 10, good job. All right. Isn't it so much nicer for you to find what the answer is not supposed to be? Between the minus and negative, it's the same. It really is the same. So if you're going to have your 5 minus 7, remember your signage is always, for a number, is always to the left of the number. So this 5 is a positive 5. This 7 is a negative 7. And what are you doing with those two numbers? You're trying to add them together. So if you think of it as a negative 7 or you're taking a number minus a 7, they're basically the same thing. Something has got to go. If you have $5 and you want to buy something that costs $7, baby, that means you are short $2. And you're going to be short no matter how you present it. Okay. All right. So let's take one more. Then I'm going to show you a couple flashcards that I actually designed for you, and then show you where you can get, for today, I'm going to actually give you a free copy of some of these. I know, free. Yes, I said free. Free. So stick to me. Stay here. Okay? Even you're just like, oh, this is boring. But hey, if you need this, this is the best day for you here. Well, thank you, Izzy. Watch your language, though. All right. Oh, no one cares? Oh, that's okay. But guess what? Another another double D. We're going to be on the same platform now. This is awesome. Same little algorithm. Welcome, my brother or sister. All right. So solving equations. The original equation is 5x minus 3 equals 2x plus 9. They did all of this fun stuff, but what's wrong? Give you a moment. Well, thank you, DJ Soul Sang. I appreciate you. Okay. I know. I love when people are like, you're wrong. And because they probably just got here. That's the whole point. All of these are wrong and we're trying to correct them. It's so cute. See that? You see how it, like, as a teacher, it's like the students' pride when they catch the teacher slip up. Man, they will hold on to it forever. They're like, remember that one time, Miss Audrey, that you forgot to put the 7 and it was a 4? Yeah, I remember that. That was good times. Like, really? Is that your whole life, man? All right, so let's take a look. They're supposed to add. Okay, we got an x equals 4, x equals 4, x equals 4. They subtracted instead of adding. We got memes and smart. Of course, that's exactly right. You're supposed to feel smart. Okay, sped major, how are you? Okay, always be the right ones. Hey, for me, I'm never always right. Trust me, I claim it. I give everybody their props. So Matthew is saying they subtracted instead of adding it. Okay, same thing with my, is that a swan, a duck, a goose? Okay, so saying that as well. Okay, nice. So the answer should be 4. Okay, so let's take a look. King, I see you. Yes, Flo, I see you. Hey, Big Al, how are you? All right, so let's take a look. So for our original, I'm going to put it up here for a sec. So we have our 5x minus 3 equals our 2x plus 9. So if we are, remember, we have an equal sign. So we want to balance things out. So I think some people like to put like a double barrel to make it look like a wall. Some people like to do that. I do sometimes here and there. So I want to bring all my x's, not my personal x's. They all go to hell anyway. But anyway, I want to bring all these people over here and then put all my constants on the other side. So right now, I need to move this 2x over to the left side with the 5x. And I always want to do what's called the inverse. So the inverse is of a positive 2x is a negative 2x. So I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. They're going to cancel out. So now we got 5x minus 2x. So that's where the 3x came from. And I'm just going to bring everything down. So now over here, we want to move that minus 3 or that negative 3 over here. So I have to do the opposite of minus, which is plus. That's how you move from one side of the equal sign to the other. So over here it's going to give me 0, but I don't need to write the 0 because I still have that 3x that's on that side of the equal sign. So I'm going to write my 3x. I'm going to write my equals, and then 9 plus 3 will give me 12. So now I have 3x is equal to 12. I need to do the opposite of 3x. 3x, that's multiplication. If I don't see a plus or a minus sign in between the number and the variable, that means we got multiplication. So the inverse of multiplication is division. And I want to divide by 3 because 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. So 1x, or just simply x, bring down my equals, and then 12 divided by 3, as you guys all said, is supposed to be a 4. So when you're solving these, let me kind of shrink that up. So when you're solving this, hey Kai, you're basically looking at what's called the inverse, the opposite. Yes. Do I teach Algebra 2? Yes, I do. I tutor a lot of Algebra 2. On here, I try to do a lot of the basic concepts, because it seems like it's always the same concepts that everyone's looking for. And of course, the last 3 weeks, I've been doing a lot of research, and I notice that a lot of people are looking at order of operation problems or evaluation problems. What's going on with those? Why is everyone struggling with that? And on top of it, slope. So if you like these pages and you're like, ooh, I wish I could have my own so I could practice on my own. All right, get your phones out or get ready to take a picture, because I'm going to give you a QR code. I'm going to see if I can shrink that down. And this is a copy, a small snippet of my latest book. So I'm giving this to you for free. All right, my latest book is called What's Wrong with This? And as you can see, I had a little fun with AI. So I'm sitting in the house taking pictures of myself. And then, no, I can't OB. That's not my thing. So if anything, calculus is not my thing at all. No. Pre-calc, I got you. Algebra 2, definitely that's my jam. But calculus, no, I'm good. But if you want any more of these practice problems, hey, you got this, because I'm going to show you a couple of the flashcards that I've created. And Trig, yeah, I got you, Justine. All right. So if you already took a picture of it, great. Remember, you can always, like from the picture, be able to get straight to it. And it'll just like, all I need is just like a little bits of information, and then that's it. Okay, just your email to go into it, because now there's so many policies that's going around that I was like, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I am just going to be like, here, this is what, I'm just going to try to get emails and all that fun stuff. All right, to make everything nice and legit. So here we go. Taking a look at some of my flashcards. So right here. Okay, so you split $48 among 6 people. The student says it was 48 times 6 equals 288. What's wrong? What's wrong? So can you try and study for the ASVAB? I need more help like word problems. Yep, I got you. Because I'm going to display all of my stuff either later on tonight so people can actually see, but I just wanted to do a little instruction. It's been a minute since I've seen you guys. All right. So it's division. Look at all these smart, brilliant people. Love y'all. Okay. Now, you're probably saying, man, Miss Audrey, this is so simple. I'm going to have to pause for a second. Not too long ago, sometime last week, I had a student that when I asked them how many minutes are in an hour, and that gentleman looked me dead in my eye and said 3. I was like, are you kidding me? He wasn't. So I feel that I don't know where everyone's are with logic. That's why I do all these things. Okay, because everyone's like, yeah, this is really simple. Good. It's simple for you, but I know it's probably not simple for someone else. So you guys are correct. When you are splitting, key word right there, when you are splitting something amongst a number of people, you're actually going to divide it. So as I said, what was wrong, they multiplied instead of doing division. Okay, so 48 divided by 6, it should have been 8 for each person. Good job. Nice. All right, so let's try another one. So a shirt is marked up 20% from 50. The student says 50 plus 20 equals 70. What's wrong? What's wrong? And also tell me what the correction will be. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Fat. Thank you for checking in. Autumn. 2 spaces. Okay. 20% of 50, got to multiply by 1.2. Okay, 0.20 times 50. Okay, OB, you're saying is 60. Okay, Ecno. Got to mark up, saying $10. Good. That's it, Mr. October. All right. So soup time. Oh, that sounds really good, actually. Even though it is starting to get warmer, but it does sound good. All right, so we got that. We got $40 with a discount. We got 60. We got 60, 60, 60. Autumn Simon. Is that Scrula? Chris. Known by you. Oh, all right. Yes, we do not add. Thank you, Pink Panthers. All right, so good. So this is what's happening. Maybe if I grab one of my pieces of paper and just kind of walk you through it. All right, so zoink. Now, if it's marked up 20%, we need to know what that pricing is. So I know a lot of people will be like, well, you got to take 20% of 50. So what does that mean? So that means I have my original, that's 50. If I take 20%, I'm doing multiplication. And I know a lot of people are like, it seems weird that way, but that's true. So if I want to know what 20% is, I'll take multiplication. So I know I have my 2 zeros. I know I have my 5 times 2. That gives me 10. And here, I have 2 decimal places. Up here, I don't have any decimal place. So that means I need to move over 1, 2. So my decimal place is going to be between these 2 zeros. So that is $10. Now, if it was marked up, that means I am adding to that original price, which was 10, is the markup. So 50 plus 10, that gives me $60. Okay. So we had to figure out what was the 20% first. Then we add it because it says it was marked up. Okay. How are we feeling? All right. Let's try this one. I got 2 more. 2 more. Let's see if we can fit it all in. Okay. All right, here we go. Not a problem. Ready, Rider. Bros on something? I guess so. Never learned to do it like that? Okay. Move the decimal place over. Yeah, remember, there's multiple ways of getting the same answer. So we have a taxi charging $3 plus $2 per mile for 5 miles. The student said 3 plus 2 plus 5 equals 10. What's wrong? Okay, so we got, hey, Latoya. All right, not understanding the question. Okay, I gotcha. So like as soon as you get into the cab, before the cab even drives off, it's $3. Boom. But then you get charged $2 per mile. And you drove for 5 miles. Basically, how much are you actually being charged? Why am I teaching 2nd grade math? Because there's some people that needs it. There might be, I actually taught a person that had to leave school to help raise their siblings. So, hey, if you think it's low level for you, that's fine. I appreciate you coming by. But I'm seeing a lot of people either trying to go back to school or that are currently in school and cannot do these things. The person that I told you that said that 3 minutes is equivalent to 1 hour was a high school student. Hence, I'm here. Okay, and I had to teach him how to use an analog clock because a lot of you guys use digital. I see that, but they're still using analog clocks for math problems. So just putting it out there. Okay, so I'm seeing $13. I'm seeing 13. I'm seeing 2 times 5 plus 3. Yes, Ashley, high school. Seeing King with the setup. Good, good, excellent. I love it. All right, so here we go. Just by stepping into the cab, $3. No problem whatsoever. But then you're adding $2 per mile. Now, when you see that per mile, there's going to be some kind of multiplication. And they even said, sorry, I should put this up here like this so you can see the problem, right? Okay, so now they're saying that we drove for 5 miles. So I'm going to insert a 5 right where my unknown mileage would be. So now I multiply. Order of operation, what comes first? Is it 3 plus 2 or is it 2 plus 5? Hopefully, thank you, Justine. You're saying 2 times 5. Okay, multiplication always comes before addition. So good job, guys. Excellent. 2 times 5, that gives us our 10. Now 3 plus 10, that gives us our 13. So this is a cheap ticket, right? Because we are not, you're stepping in the cab at $13 or $24, depending on where you're from, right from the jump. But this is how much money we're talking about, okay, for that lovely cab ride. Okay. All right. Breaking it down step by step. That's all we're doing. Okay. Hey, Jacinda, how are you? Okay, so let's get with one more, and then I might have to do some skedaddling. I didn't even show you the back of it, but I just broke it down anyway. So anyway, all right, a $200 investment at 10% for 3 years. The student said 200 times my 10% is equal to 20. What is wrong? Yes. Yes, all of these are wrong. Or are they? Yeah, I'm one of those crazy teachers that will actually throw in a correct answer, you know, just to keep you on your toes. Okay, so I'm seeing 60s, I'm seeing 60s. You got a math test in 30 minutes? Well, get off this live and go study. What are you doing? My goodness, we got $60, $60. Okay. The times a year, yep. So we're looking at fractions, please. Fractions? What's wrong with fractions? What are we doing? Give me an example. I'm going to see if I could slide it on in there. All right, so I'm seeing $60, $60, $60, $60 after 3 years. I'm seeing Oz with the 50. I'm seeing Kelly with the 60. I see, is that Nick? Is that Nikki? Short for like Nicki Minaj. Is saying like 266 and 20. I'm seeing Michael is 66.40. I'm seeing Oz with a 50. I'm seeing Tanisha with the 266 and 20. We got compounded. We got Michael. Well, not my usual Michael, but that. Yes. Yes, definitely with the whole flashcards and everything. So what is wrong? So if anything, let me flip. Here we go, because I didn't flip last time. Okay, you only calculated 1 year. Okay, so we got to multiply by that times. So that was missing. We took the 10%, okay, so 10% of the 200, that gives us a 20. but then we have to include the 3 years. So we're looking at what's called simple interest. Okay, have you guys ever heard of, you have your I, which equals your P times your R times your T. Okay, not PERT. So your P is your principal, your starting amount. So our starting amount was 200. The rate was 10%. So 0.10, we had to change the percentage to a decimal. And then we had to multiply the time. Since this is all multiplication, it doesn't matter which combo that you pick. Okay, if you wanted to do the 10% of 200, or if you wanted to do the 10% of 3 and then multiply, or if you multiply the 200 and the 3 and then take 10% of that, you could have done that as well. That would be like your 600. And then if you take 10%, that means I'm moving that decimal place over, and then you have your 60. Either way, your simple interest will be 60. Okay? All right. It's all the same in every country. I know, it's crazy, right? That's why with one thing about math, it is universal. Okay? 2 plus 2, 2 times 2, 2 squared will give you the same answer as 4. So, as I mentioned before, I do have a new book and I do want to give you a free gift. Free, F-R-E, okay? So, if you want to get more problems like this, just like the regular ones that's on the sheet, which I'm about to show 2 more problems, and then I have to skedaddle. But this will kind of give you an idea of like, if you want to practice and see, do I really know and understand? And especially you'll get your answer keys on the back of it. And if you want to advance up and do a little bit more than what I'm doing for this free one, I have a $7 book right here. I know I went a little crazy with the AI. I did, because I felt like it. And I called it the questions people miss. So I hit a lot on ratios. I hit on some word problems. I hit on the distance, rate, and time problems. I also hit on those age problems. If any of you guys trying to do the ASVAB, they always go crazy with those age problems. Like Mary is 5 years younger than James, and James is 20 years younger than Paul. How old is Susan? Who the hell is Susan? So, but supposedly Susan's somewhere involved in all of this. Okay. All right. So, oh yeah, I was supposed to look at some fractions. All right. So let's do this particular fraction problem, and then we're going to skedaddle. All right. So here is a quick little fraction problem. Let's see if we can do 2 more. So we have 2/3 plus 1/4 equals 3/7. What's wrong? Okay. Hey, I got you in a moment. Hey, I got you in a moment. Okay. Yes, it is wrong. So we're supposed to correct it. So you're supposed to tell me what's wrong. Hence the words. Okay, we're saying the 3/12. We're saying 11/12. We got the wrong denominators. They need common denominators. There you go, Andrew. Okay, adverb, we're saying 11/12. Find the common denominator. All right, Tony, we got 3/8. Batman, you need to make the denominators like numbers. Okay, maximum, maxi. It's just wrong. I know it's just wrong. You have the wrong denominators. Okay. Come across adding, but the denominators need to be the same, so you can't. Yes. All right. So taking a closer look, saying it's 12. The common denominator, we say 4 out of 8. Okay, the answer is wrong. Yes, anarchy. Yes, it is. That's the name. We need to figure out what's wrong with it. So like most of you guys are saying, we need to have a common denominator. Okay, Jacinda even mentioned to us that we need to figure out multiples of 3 and 4. Okay, so we're not looking at that 3/7. So let's take a look at our 3 times table and our 4 times table. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I'm going to stop right there. 4 times table, we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I'm going to stop right there. Now, we need to know what is called the LCM, the least common multiple. All right, so we want to know what number right now the lowest. Yes, I know I can keep going because we also have 32 in commons, right? We also have 24 in common. But the lowest number that they have in common is 12. So we're going to make our new denominators to be 12. So we have a 12 here, and we have a 12 here. So in order for you to make your unlike denominators into this common denominator of 12, we got to do what's called multiplication. So what times 3 will give me 12, which will be our 4. And whatever you multiply in the denominator, I also have to multiply in its numerator. So this is actually going to be 8 12s. So in order for me to change this 4 to a 12, I have to multiply by 3. And what I do in the denominator, I have to do in its numerator. Do not worry about this right here, because we know that's the wrong answer. So that gives us 3 12s. Now, since we have a common denominator, this is another error that a lot of people do. You don't add the denominators. You work so hard to find one in common, you keep it that way. The only thing that's going to be added is your numerators. So 8 plus 3, that gives me 11. All right, so we're not doing anything with the denominator. It's not 11 over 24. No. It's going to be 11 12s. Okay. All right. How are we feeling? Awesome. All right. Now, I'm going to see if I can come on later on today, and I am going to actually share my wares with you. So for those that are just coming on, if you want to get a free gift from me, I do a lot, and I'm saying a lot now, because once I show you how many books I've actually created now, you're going to be like, oh, girl, you've been busy. Right? So go ahead and take a screenshot of this so you can scan it, and then you can get a free gift from me. And the gift is basically a sample, just like the problem that we just did. Like we're going to have like a whole bunch of mini samples of questions that you have to tell me what's wrong with them. Okay? And of course there's an answer key on the back. And if you want to expand, you can expand to the other book that's coming out, but this is $7. Okay, the questions people miss. Now, within this book is the flashcards that I just went over with you. Okay, this is a different page, of course. So this side is going to be the question side. This side is the answer side. So once you print them, you can have, hence fold here, you can fold it right there, and then all of a sudden you just have to cut them individually. Boom, you got flashcards. You can use it for homeschool parents. You can use it for classroom activities, because we all know testing is right around the corner. And especially at the end of the school year, teachers, you're like, I don't know what to do. So we can have some activities to say that, hey, I'm still teaching, but I am not going to lose my mind. All right. So a lot of these and some other books that I have, and most of them are ebooks now. So if you ever want to get more examples of things. If you want it more directly, you just want to click a link, you can click on the link in my bio and it will just give you an idea of some of the things that I'm actually putting out called the ebooks by Audrey Codner. I know, I'm conceited. So, so if you have any questions, if someone wants to study fractions or something like math, you can, sorry, scrolled a little bit. You can text me. I like math. I'm 17. Okay. All right. That would be lovely. All right. So Susie Q, not a problem. Anytime I can assist. So this is basically what I do. It's just breaking down concepts, have a whole bunch. If you're thinking about going after your GED, go ahead. And also if you're thinking about raising your ASVAB score and there's just like no shifting, no movement whatsoever, I also have a lot of resources that can help you with that, as well as I also do online tutoring. Now, I normally will say, hey, if you want the replay of this, this is where you have to go. And you can still go there. But right now, I need, and I'm not going to lie to you, I need to build up my email list. And also, I need to kind of really get people that need the help. And no, I'm not charging anything. I just want to be able to make sure that I'm reaching out to the people that really needs assistance and not just, that's all right. Okay. But if you know anyone that is struggling to get their GED, their ASVAB, go ahead, share all this information so then we can move on. If they're currently in Algebra 1 and I know finals are coming up, I do private tutoring as well. As you can see, that's how much I charge. I only have kids from 7th grade all the way up to adults. So I don't do anyone 5th grade, but if you do have a child that's 5th grade or less, or 6th grade or less that needs a tutor, I do have friends that do tutor that age group. So just let me know so you don't have to go running around trying to find a tutor. And I think that is about it for right now. Yes, $87 and worth every single solitary penny of it. I really should raise my prices, but because I know people who was serious about it and they did my tutoring service. They came to me, one gentleman came to me with a 4 on the ASVAB. And after, I think we worked for like 3 weeks, like twice a week. And he raised his score to a 67. And I just get right to the nitty of the gritty. So it's up to you if you're really into like, I want to learn. All right. The ASVAB is the examination that they use to get into the military. That's for you, Gray. All right. Okay. Grayson, thank you so much. But yeah, we're good. I know. God always does it. Yes, he does. Don't speak ill of his word, because karma is harsh. Okay. All right, everyone. So I'm going to have to get going soon, but I'm going to try to get back on here later this evening. And I'm going to actually show you everything that's part of, I want to call it an ecosystem, because it's immense now. It's not just, oh, here's a notebook and here's a book. No, there's a whole series going on here. All right. So if anything, I will definitely see you guys later on this evening, but have a great rest of your day. And if you have any questions before you venture into anything, go ahead and message me. I always look at my request messages, but if anything, don't just say hi because I'm going to delete it. Tell me what you need. Okay. Tell me, it's like, hey, I saw your live. I'm wondering if you do blah, 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 blah. And then I'll go ahead and handle that. All right. Okay. It's not allowing you to download it. That's sad, Panda. All right. So let me take a look at it. If anything, who said that? Wonder, if anything, just go ahead and message me. So if anyone, just go ahead and message me and I'll figure out what is going on. Let me try again. Is it the link in my bio or is it the code? Wonder. I want to see which one so I can plan my attack. Okay. So if anything goes where, is it the code, is it the QR code, or is it the link in my bio? So I can figure out my plan of attack. Okay. All right, she's probably doing all that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle, but I will see you guys later on today or this evening. Okay, have a great day. Bye now.